Ladies and gentlemen, here Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.5% there. On the S&P Nasdaq, 0.2%. Semiconductors green today. Dow, Russell 2000, transport, banks, and energy. These guys are red today. Looks like biotech is flat. Home builders green. Utilities down. Retail flat. Emerging market is pretty much flat there. Bitcoin up. Gold, silver miners are up about 1 or 2%. Dollar down. Oil up. Treasury bond up. VIX is down a little bit. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday, and it looks like we actually saw that gap down this morning. Yesterday on the last night's analysis, I talked about the fact that bears are dealing with triple support vicinity. We talked about that horizontal pivot, rising support, and the midterm moving average right here. They're all colliding in that vicinity. Talked about the fact that the best case scenario for the bears, because if they don't want to deal with this triple support, best bet is to gapping it down. Well, they did that. So this is where bears opened, the price at 374 or so, and that's a pretty nice size down gap. And I think it would have been better for the bears if that down gap would have been sustained, if that down gap remained open, because they're already dealing with this down gap, right? So if you look at this as a breakaway gap, that breakaway down gap, then we could have looked at today's down gap as a continuation down gap, and for sure, bears were probably heading down to fill this up gap right here at 370s. However, that up-down gap was quickly filled. As you can see, first hour, second hour, third hour, fourth hour, bulls brought it all the way back up above the pivotal area there. You can see we held around 379 or so, 380, that pivot where the triple support was residing. Looks like on the last hour, though, we did gotten below that level. So this is important level because that 379, that 380 level, we can still look at that as a strong triple support area. But what the buyers need to do, if they want to see, if you want to survive the month of July, at least for the upcoming week, or at least next couple days here, need to stay above 380 and reclaim the short-term and micro-term moving average. So unless we can get the price back above 384, preferably, tomorrow. If we can get the price back up to 384, at least by end of this week, bears are going to use this momentum right here. You can see it in the short to micro term. The trend is down. Only thing right now is that in the midterm of things, we're kind of in this sideways market in the last month or so, and that midterm moving average is also telling us that we're in this sideways market in the midterm. Let's check out that oscillator. See if you can check any more information. So this is kind of strange because that oscillator is actually supporting the buyers. I don't think we've seen anything like this for the last couple months, because for sure, as you can see right here, the momentum is definitely down. But I think, because yesterday we did see that kind of a sideways action on that oscillator, which we talked about. And I think because the move was a gap this morning, but buyers were able to bring it up in the first 4 hours, so that oscillator is curling up, and we're not seeing any kind of hesitation on that oscillator. Looking pretty confident here, at least on that oscillator. So the oscillator is actually supporting the buyers. That oscillator is telling us that buyers might have a chance. Is this something like this here on the last hour? So I have to say that oscillator right now, because of where the oscillator is, in the short to micro term, overall sentiment is bearish. But if the bulls can able to jumpstart this thing with a gap up or some sort of shenanigan up move very early session, early tomorrow morning, maybe first 2 hours, and can stay up, and if they can keep this at oscillator advance in the first 2 hours, there's a good chance bulls are working on something here. But it has to happen tomorrow morning, because if the bears bring the price back down to 370 tomorrow, this will just come right back in. It's gonna look something like that, like whipsawing action, right? So bulls, looking at the oscillator, looks like bulls have one chance tomorrow morning to turn this thing around to possibly get back up to 390 level. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Good luck trading tomorrow.